هناك مسائل عديدة جدا.
الذي يجوز إعطاء الزكاة لصنف الواحد،
لأن رسالة محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام خاتمة.
الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. يسرني في هذه الحلقة 18 من مقرر اللغة الإنجليزية لطلاب وطالبات قسم الدعوة المستوى الثاني، وكذلك طلاب وطالبات قسم الشريعة المستوى الرابع. And as I said, this is the 18th session of the English course or the English program. Here we start with we want to get rid of the readings of the multiple verbs, and we go into the grammatical rules that we need to know something, and then we might go back to the multiple births، يعني الولادة الأطفال لأكثر من طفل واحد. Okay, here we have on page 134, or you can follow with me on the computer or the slides. We have in session 18 we have grammar. Look at the slides. Making prediction with be plus going to. Of course, something comes before be. Be means the verb to be, either is or as or is or was or were or an. Plus, so it's followed by going to, and then we have the base form. So we use this to make predictions. We use this to make predictions, يعني تنبؤ, something that might happen. So making predictions with be plus going to. And look at this, making prediction, this is one of the rules, use be plus going to plus base form of the verb. So here the first thing that this is the form, how we form the prediction with using going to, or is going to, or am going to, or are going to, plus the base form, as we said, the base form, that the form of the verb, that's we don't add neither the s or ing or ed or any of these things. So here, if you look at this, so as I said, that use be plus going to plus base form of the verb. The example here, she, this is the subject, is going to. So is the form of be, and going to, and the base form is have a baby. Or we might change have into she is going to deliver a baby. So this is the form of using the prediction by using verb to be plus going to plus the base form of the verb. Let's go to the other one. How can we make negative prediction? So how can we make this? We use this form. The form we have be plus not. It's important to negate, يعني لنفي الحدث, not plus going to plus the base form of the verb. As you see that there is no big difference between the statement or and the negative, but using not between verb to be and going to. So this is the case that we negate the action. So the sentence here we have, she is not going to have a baby. If we go back and look at the previous one, she is going to have a baby. If we want to make a negative, يعني ننفيها, we say she is not going to have a baby, as you see in this page. How can we ask yes/no question? The form of this, look at the slide again, be plus the subject plus going to plus the base form of the verb. So we have be comes before the subject. So in other words, so that we put, instead of the subject and the verb to be and then going to, we put the verb to be and the subject and going to and the base form. So look again at this slide. To ask yes/no question, use be. As I said, be is the form of the be. We don't use just be. We substitute, يعني نستبدل be with verb to be, which is either is or are or am or where according to the situation, يعني حسب الموضع موضع الجملة. So be plus the subject plus going to plus the base form of the verb. So this is the form, and the example of this: is she going to have a baby? And I remind you that we start with the capital letter and we end with the question mark when we are making the questions. So is she going to have a baby? The statement of this, she is going to have a baby. The negative of this, she is not going to have a baby. And the yes/no question, as we have in this slide, is she going to have a baby? So is she going to have a baby? This is how to make yes/no question. What we have else, we have how can we make yes WH question. So this is the way look at this slide and you know how can we make this kind of questions, which is WH questions. We start with the WH questions, WH word. Here, let's say that we have when or what or where. And so we substitute this with one of these plus verb to be plus the subject plus going to plus the base form of the verb. So here we have the form. The line underneath is the example. So when is she going to have a baby? And as you know, when we ask questions using the WH words, we expect to have an answer. And the answer must be not included in the question. It's not like when we ask yes/no question, where we have the whole statement, like, is she going to have a baby? Yes, she is, or no, she isn't. But when we ask, when is she going to have a baby? Then we expect someone to give us the time. Or let's substitute this, where is she going to have a baby? In the hospital, for example. These are the examples of the forms of the production by using WH, by using going be plus going to plus the base form of the verb. So after this, let's go. I hope that we understand the production by using be plus going to plus the base form when we talk about something that we predict, يعني نتنبأ. if you want to read more about this, you can go and read on page 134. But this is what I think I explained the main concepts of this. Now let's go to this kind of conversation between a fortune teller, يعني العرافة, and the husband and the wife, and they went to this lady and they want to know what is going to have, what are they going to have, whether a boy or a girl, and what is the future. And you know that we don't believe in this, but in the West, that if they want to believe in this, that it's up to them. But for us, we don't believe in this. We believe that nobody knows the unseen but Allah. يعني لا يعلم الغيب إلا الله. لكن this is the way that they do, and anyhow we are using this just to know the information. يعني نقرأ هذه النصوص فقط لمعرفة بعض المفردات وبعض الكلمات، ولا يهمنا ما يعتقده الآخرون، وكل ما يناقض ديننا وعقيدتنا فنحن نبتعد عنه حتى لو قرأناه، فمجرد أنه ممكن أن يزيدنا إن شاء الله ثباتا وقوة في ديننا. just I want to mention this, so don't يعني believe in what is not should not be believed in according to our religion, and we are not asking people to believe in these things. So that's none of our business. Our business in here that to know the production, and we do this. It's okay to say that I'm going to, mostly when you are arranging things, I'm going to visit, for example, my brother next week. So if you are arranging this, it's okay. If you can do this, then you do it. If you can't, then just don't do this. So okay, now let's go. So after this kind of introduction and kind of warning, so we don't follow everything that's written, whether in books or media, if it contradicts, يعني إذا كان يخالف معتقدنا, but we read it just for the information and for some of the grammatical rules and for the new vocabulary, يعني بعض المفردات اللي we might need to use sometimes. Okay, here Lisa and Harry are going to have a baby. So Lisa is the wife and Harry is the husband, as you see in the picture. So and from the picture you know who is the fortune teller and who is the husband and who is the wife. And okay, so Lisa is the woman, the pregnant, Harry is the husband, and Lulu is the fortune teller. So they are meeting her, and let's see this kind of conversation. Let's read the conversation together. Lisa. So the names in here is the name of the person who is talking. Lisa, Madame Lulu, am I going to have a baby boy or a baby girl? This is the concern of the woman. Is my baby going to be a doctor, a president? So Lulu said, slow down. Lulu is a fortune teller, the lady with the ball, says slow down, يعني don't ask too many questions. Let me answer these questions. Slow down, one question at a time. Ask me one question, then I will answer this question. You are going to have a boy. Who said that? Lulu. And then, no, wait. And a girl. No, wait. So it means that she is seeing something and she is telling them that they are going to have more than a boy or more than a child. Lisa says twins. Twins means يعني توأم. Am I going to have twins? So Lulu says, no, you aren't. I see a boy, a girl, and another girl. So she says that more than twins يعني توأم اثنين. Then Harry is the husband, the man, said, what? Are we going to have triplets? Triplets يعني three children at a time يعني توأم من ثلاثة. Lulu said, no, you aren't going to have triplets. I see. So still she is looking at her ball and she is predicting. She is يعني telling something that she is seeing something new. Harry, wait. Harry, he said, wait, and as you see, we have exclamation mark, يعني علامة تعجب. So they are surprised. Surprised يعني مندهشين. Wait, how many children are we going to have? How many children are we going to have? Lulu said, I see 5. You are going to have 5 babies. Who said that? Lulu said they are going to have 5 babies. Lisa, quintuplets like the Dions. If you remember the previous story of the sisters in Canada, quintuplets. So Lisa, is the mother, said quintuplets. That's wonderful, isn't it? That's wonderful. يعني هذا شيء مدهش أليس كذلك? Harry, oh my. So he was here is the people say it when they are surprised. Oh my, what are we going to do? We are going to have 5 children. What are we going to do? Then Lulu is the person who is predicting this, says that's $100, please. So that's what she wants. She wants the $100, and that's it. Look at the underlined words, and if you check these, if it's a statement, then you will see the subject, verb to be plus going to. Like the first one, Lisa said, okay, not this one. This is the question, in fact, the first one. Am I going? This is yes, no question. This is the form of yes, no questions. And anyhow, Lulu says, you are going to have a baby. Here, this is the statement. You, this subject, plus verb to be, you are going, and then going to, and then after this, the base form of the verb. You can go and check these underlined words and check with what we talked about when we talked about about this, when I explained this in the slides, or when you go to the page 134. So you will see no difference. All of these tell you what we talked about, the prediction by using be plus the going to plus the base form. Here, after we read this, we need to find out to answer the questions. Do the underlined words show the past or the present or the future? And just when we think about be plus going to plus the main verb, we are dealing with what? Prediction, the future. يعني التنبؤ ما يكون في الماضي ولا يكون في الحاضر، يكون المستقبل. المستقبل here, the future, and the right answer is C. Number 2, what form of the verb comes after be going to? The present form, the base form, or the past form? The right answer is the base form. The base form, as we explained before. Here on page 135, we are going to practice whether we write verb to be plus going to plus the base form, or if it's a negative, and we are going to select the right form of be. So on page 135, complete each sentence with the affirmative or negative. Affirmative اللي هو الإيجابي. Affirmative يعني لما ما نستخدم not. And negative when we negate يعني عندما ننفي. And we negate this when we use not after verb to be. Negative form of be plus going to. In the future. So here it says we start all these in the future. In the future, Bobby and Kenny McCoy, remember this family, the ones with 7 children, aren't going to sleep a lot. So if we say that are going to sleep a lot, this is not true. Are not going to sleep a lot because they have 8 children in the house. So the first one is solved for us, alhamdulillah. And now let's go to number 2. They pray a lot. So we say that they are going to pray a lot, or we say that they are not going to pray a lot. And from the story of them, we say that they are going to pray a lot. So the answer in number 2, are going to. Number 3, they space have a quiet house. They are or are not going to have a quiet house. The answer is they are not going to have a quiet house because they have the children. Number 4, Bobby and Kenny have more kids. So what do we write in here? Bobby and Kenny are not going to have more kids. They space يعني فراغ. They space change many diapers. So they are or they are not. The answer is they are going to change many diapers. Number 6, the McCoys protect their children. So McCoys are or are not going to protect their children. So the right answer is are going to protect. The McCoys family, here family is the answer is going to receive help from their friends. Michaela and space receive a lot of attention. Michaela is not going to receive a lot of attention. Attention يعني كثير من الانتباه. Why? Because she has 7 brothers and sisters. يعني الناس يقل اهتمامهم لها لأنها أكبر, and then they just pay attention to the kids, the younger kids. So number 8, Michaela is not going to receive a lot of attention. Number 9, she space is going is okay, space play with her brothers and sisters. She is going to play with her brothers and sisters. Number 10, the subtablets are or are not going to college. The subtablets are going to go to college. The 7 kids space look alike when they are 50 years old. So the answer of this, the 7 kids are going to look alike when they are 50 years old. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. بهذا we end the 18th session of the English course of the second level of Da'wah students, boys and girls, and the 4th level of Sharia. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
هناك مسائل عديدة جدا.
أنه يجوز إعطاء الزكاة لصنف واحد،
لأن رسالة محمد عليه الصلاة والسلام خاتمة.